Hey everyone, Brian from All Day Ruck Off here, and today we're doing the first in a series of updates on the GORUCK MACV-1 boots. I got these boots on a Monday, and I took them out for 3 rucks. I did 4 miles, 6 miles, 4 miles again. That was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then that Friday I took them on a GORUCK Tough. So this first review is going to be just about that GORUCK Tough event. It was out near Granite Mountain, east of Seattle, and Cadre DS flew out for it. I was really nervous about bringing these boots because obviously you should train a lot in the gear that you're going to wear before a GORUCK Tough event. But I had these for 3 days, 4 days, I guess, 3 rucks. They felt really good in those first 3 rucks. I had no issues at all, no blisters at all. I took them on a bunch of hills. I knew that the custom Tough was going to be really hilly. We ended up doing 3,700 foot elevation gain and then obviously 3,700 foot elevation loss because we started and ended at the same spot. So a lot of up, a lot of down. And so I practiced that a little bit with the boots and had no issues. When I did go out for the event, I brought my standard GORUCK shoes and I had them in the bottom of my ruck just in case these were bad. My plan was if I was starting to get hot spots or they were really starting to suck, that I was just gonna like throw them down a hill or something. My ruck was so freaking packed. My Rucker 2.0 was so stuffed with gear for this thing since we were out in the mountains that I don't know if I could have gotten them back in there once I got my traditional shoes out. So planning worst case scenario there, but thankfully I did not need to get those shoes out. We showed up to the start point. It was pretty funny. Cadre DS had a pair of the same boots the MACV-1s on. I had them on and he gave me a hard time about that on a video he posted on the Tough group. Probably because he knew that I only had them a couple days and he was surprised to see them out there. So, like I mentioned, it was in the mountains, kind of. Definitely hilly terrain. We did a lot of movements over dirt. We did a lot of movements through like little waterways, nothing substantial. And we did a lot of movements on rocks. So I was able to get a really good feel on how they were on trails and on rocks. And I had no issues at all with grip, which is really surprising because I know that's been one of the main complaints is grip on the bottom. So obviously the boots are right here. You can see the bottom. There's not a lot of grip like you would see on the Rockies or on a traditional hiking shoe. Definitely different conditions than a normal Tough event, which is good in a way because it was a really fun event and I was able to see how they worked in the mountains. But it's also not exactly ideal because I really want to see how these are for an urban Tough event. So signed up for one of those in the future and I'll definitely shoot another video after that. During the event, we got off trail for a bit of it and it was just crazy going up the side of this mountain. The shoes had no issues whatsoever with traction, which again, I was shocked with. So chalk went up to the MACV-1s. The only issues I had at the event was going downhill at the end. It was probably about 2,000 foot decline. And after about 1,200, 1,300 feet, my big toes started slamming into the front of the boots, which kind of sucked. Definitely not ideal, but everyone else was complaining about it too. So I knew it wasn't just me and it wasn't really an issue with the boots. For the sizing, I ordered my traditional size. I actually ordered a size up and a size down. So I wear size 13s in normal shoes. I ordered a 12, a 13, and a 14. The 13s fit the best. The 14s, way too much room. And the 12 were too tight on the sides. I've got pretty wide feet too. So not only are they size 13, but they're like size 13 duck feet. The 13s fit great. And so I wasn't worried about the size. It was just that constant big toe pounding into the front on the way downhill. That kind of sucked. Besides that, They were absolutely amazing at the GORUCK Tough event. I'm glad I brought them, and I'm planning on using them again. I've said this a couple times about the boots, and whenever anyone asks questions about them, I always bring this up. One thing that I'm really excited about the MACV-1s is that they've got a lifetime warranty. So if you destroy them, if you beat them into the ground, GORUCK will repair them and or replace them. So I'm just really excited to have a pair of boots that works for me, and so I don't have to ruin my hiking boots, my Moabs, because I've gone through a couple pairs of those, and I don't have to ruin my running shoes because I've gone through at least 4 or 5 pairs of running shoes at GORUCK events. The second you use a pair of running shoes for a GORUCK event, you can pretty much no longer use it for races or anything more than runs around the block. So I'm excited to just have a dedicated pair of boots that I can just beat into the ground, and I know that GORUCK will repair or replace thanks to that lifetime warranty. If you've got any questions about how the boots performed at the GORUCK Tough event or questions about them in general, leave a comment. The previous video I shot was the unboxing video for these, and there were a ton of just amazing comments on there. We had really good conversations between myself, a couple of our GRT in there. If you got any questions, leave a comment. I'll definitely get to them. If you want to read some good discussion about the MACV-1s, then I'll have a link to that previous unboxing video. There's some really good content there. Besides that, MACV-1s worked great at the first GORUCK Tough event. Not over 19 miles, nearly 15 hours, 3,700 feet up, 3,700 feet down. Huge event, a ton of fun. So glad I brought these. Thank you so much for the incredible support. If you like this video, I would truly appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We've got a ton of new content coming out, including a number of additional videos on the GORUCK MACV-1 boots. Don't forget, attitude is everything. Keep yours positive and drink hard, ruck harder.